Good morning, everybody. It's Katie, aka Lady Wet Shaver, and I'm doing a little dermaplaning this morning. And so I thought I would make a quick video. When I use the leaf dermaplaner on my face, which is an exfoliator, but it also removes peach fuzz, which is really what I like. I start out with exfoliation every time for a couple of reasons. One, it preps my face really well for the exfoliation, the use of the dermaplaner, and two, it feels good and is good for my skin. So I use a little facial brush. This is a really pretty stiff bristled brush, but it feels good on my face. And today what I'm using with that brush is actually a bar of soap I bought from Sterling. It's a pink clay facial bar. I love the scent of it. It's kind of lightly fragranced with it smells like a little bit of grapefruit and rose to me. And it also leaves my face feeling really clean and really fresh. So that's what I do first with some warm water. Kind of get my face wet here. Get the brush nice and wet. And then just load it. And it doesn't take much at all. I heard Shannon from Elysian Soaps talking about her skin being oily and needing to exfoliate a lot, and mine is too, especially on my face. Other parts of my body tend to be dry, especially in the winter. But my face needs a lot of care and attention to look what I feel is decent. And exfoliating at least twice a week like this is kind of what I do. I don't necessarily use the dermaplaner quite that often. It's more like once a week, but I use this brush and a soap like this to really clean out my pores. And then I am careful to rinse both the brush and my face really well with really warm water that's just short of hot. I like pretty warm water. The way I care for this brush is the way I care for shaving brushes in general. You know, I kind of dry it off on a towel and then make sure that it's in a place where it can dry. This is a towel from Hendrix Classics. Pete sent me a couple of these and they're absolutely wonderful. They're super luxurious and soft. In my dermaplaner today is a half of a PermaSharp on its second use, and this guard that comes that you need to install is also disposable. I would actually love to see Leaf come out with a different version of this thing that had a permanent guard on it that you could simply clean along with the instrument. But and then all you would need is a half a DE blade, but whatever. It works very well. And so now my face is prepped and clean and ready. And I use a light pressure, you know, hardly any pressure. I just kind of guide it. But you have to make sure to maintain the right angle, which changes a little bit depending on your hair growth. And I go all the way around my face with it. Occasionally I wipe the blade down. while I'm using it to kind of keep it free of little bits of hair and oils. I definitely get hair on my jawline that I like to remove, and on my neck a little bit. This place here is my upper lip is the key place for me to use this. Before I found a Dermaplaner, I was using a grooming tool called an Epilady, and you know, that was designed for women to rid themselves of unwanted hair on a somewhat more permanent basis than shaving, and for women's facial hair, but that instrument works by virtue of pulling your hair out by its root. It does grow back. It takes it a little longer than it would if you were shaving it, but the process of doing that is painful, unpleasant. And once I found Dermaplaners, I was like, why would anyone use this one of these devices again and torture themselves? And see, I don't have hair growing on my forehead here, but I'm exfoliating it with the Dermaplaner anyway, because it's good. It's good for that, and it helps keep that skin clear. My forehead gets super oily too. Okay, that's about it. I rinse off the leaf in hot water, super hot water every time. And then I let it dry, but I kind of wipe it dry. Now after this shave, both the guard and the blade will be replaced. Now I take some cold water and I rinse my face, and then I take my solid alum block and go over my face with it. There's a little bit of a sting right here, a little bit of redness right there. I might have gone over that spot a couple more times than I needed to, or no stinging up top. Rinse that off. Dry it and then let it air dry. And then I rinse it off my face after it's been on there for a minute or two. Use my plush towel again. That's so nice. It's like putting my face in a cloud. Now I get to apply my aftershave products, which I really enjoy. And typically those are like rose aftershave and a rose balm that I like or something, or lavender. But today I wanted to do something a little bit more autumn themed, and I fell in love with Southern Witchcraft's lycanthrope. It's not lycanthropy, same, you know, but lycanthrope. And it's just, I love this smell. I love this smell. I get a lot of lilac, and it's a little bit milky, as you can see, this aftershave. Just love that. Love that scent. That is really great. I just really enjoy that. In fact, I enjoy Southern Witchcraft's lycanthrope so much that I bought an EDP yesterday of it, because I didn't know they had those for Southern Witchcraft stuff, and somewhere along the line I saw that they did and was like, oh, I gotta have that. Some of the other ones I enjoy, but maybe not that much. But lycanthrope is, wow, love it. So I'm going to let this soak in for a couple of minutes. And then today I'm actually going to apply a little unscented, mentholated sterling balm. I don't always use balm. Sometimes it's too heavy on my skin. But when I do, it's like this. Crown and Crane makes some nice balms. I like this Rose on Fire is my favorite because of its fragrance, and their balms are a little bit heavy. They're kind of like a lotion. Sterling is maybe a little lighter, although it's fairly thick. And I just use a tiny amount. That's probably even too much. Yeah, in fact, I need like half that. And because I discovered that for me, using a smaller amount is just better for my skin. You just don't need very much of these really quality products. And you see that's plenty, maybe quite a bit too much even. So next time I'll use even less. Get that off my hands and then kind of work it into my skin with my hands once I've gotten rid of the excess here. I like this feeling of menthol, and this one is unscented, so it doesn't ruin that wonderful smell of that aftershave that I have. So there I am, fresh and clean and ready to be on my computer for lots of face-to-face meetings today. And so now I feel good about that. I like that. Love doing my leaf dermaplane. I'm gonna actually switch out the guard and blade for my next one, but for today we'll just let it air dry here and call it a good self-care routine managed. Have a great day, everybody.